Well, hey everybody, it's Barry Kleiman. I want to take a deeper dive now. We have this three-prong approach that we're going to use. I told you marketing is everything, everything is marketing. And if you really want to provide a force multiplier effect to your career success and job search sanity, you want to optimize your time. You really want to kind of make the most out of who you are, what you do, what you're capable of, who you get exposure to. Again, I told you that it's not what you know, it's who knows what you know. All these pieces now that we're learning, pardon me, will help you with this. I also want to say this, and again, I've done this for so many years. This is a time when the kind of the amateurs bail. It's too much work, and it's really not too much work. What's too much work is showing up for something that you hate doing every day, and you've just talked yourself into it. You say, well, that's all there is, and really, every single one of us, certainly yours truly, and I've told you my stories. I'm not going to bore you with them again. Um, we all have ways to improve and optimize again our time, the most valuable resource asset we don't own. So this will help you, but again, for whatever reasons, and I don't know if it's because it's not focused or taught in school or whatever it is, but I'm here again, kind of pouring my guts out to you here this evening, um, really to beg you to pay attention. Again, you're not paying me a nickel. I hate to keep saying that, but I have to kind of demonstrate in some way. Um, if I charge you $5,000, would you pay attention? You should. And pay attention to this if you really do want to optimize your time. So this is that's three components: the message, the market, the media. This is the message. So if you're a technophobe, you might want to go grab something to relax you because we're going to get really technical here. No, just kidding. We're going to get so technical that I want you to grab a bunch of 3x5 cards. Okay. You can do it in a notebook if you want, but I find this more powerful for whatever reasons. You can take them, you can write on the front, and you can flip over on the back, which is what I'm going to ask you to do. Um, what I'd like you to do, and again, this is all to convey your message to the market, but we've got to figure out what your message is, right? So on the front of a card, write down something you want to do. I want to be an astronaut. And you can write down a bunch of things. I want to be doing this. I want to be doing that. Whatever it happens to be. No title. I don't want you to write. I want to be a CEO, or I want to be a CFO, or I want to be any title. That's we're not there yet. Nobody actually, to be very honest with you, going back to the Mark Joyner thing. What are you selling? What's going to cost me? There's nothing in it for anybody if you just say I want to be a CFO or a top dog. You've got to be able to display some benefit, which is what these cards are all about in our messaging. Okay? So write down whatever it is. And then I'd like you to flip it over and write down a bunch of bullet points. So, what bullets are what's entailed? Um, what? And then bullets for what's entailed. So basically, what that means is that you're trying to um, demonstrate in specific terms, and I want it to be top of mind for you because you don't know the next time at this. And everybody says, well, I already know how I would describe myself. Well, do it again. Do it again. I'm going to suggest you do it again because you really want to get familiar with all of that you're capable of and all how what you're capable of could help somebody else. I remember I was at a conference right when I was writing my first book, And one of the women at the conference, a lovely woman from England, was in the cosmetics business, and she had a MLM, multi-level marketing model, and she was one of her products was lipstick, and so we start to talk about lipstick, and lipstick does more than color your lips. And if you're saying to me, well, Barry, what the hell does lipstick have to do with my wanting to be an accountant or really a social media manager or a graphic designer or whatever, I'm going to explain to you what I'm trying to drive at. Okay, because there's benefit, 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 and the more somebody finally says, "Oh God, I need one of those." So lipstick, I remember this. I made a few notes, but I remember it. So lipstick does more than add color to your lips. Is what I was explaining to her. It actually also moisturizes your lips, and when you moisturize your lips, it makes them look healthier. Healthier glow when your lips are moist, and when you have a healthier glow, you get more confidence. When you get more confidence, you're less self-conscious, and when you're less self-conscious, you do better when you wind up meeting people. When you're better winding up meeting people, meeting more people, you have more opportunities to connect. When you have more opportunities to connect with people, you have more opportunities to get better jobs or derive more income, or and do more for your family. From lipstick, maybe. But if you go into the cosmetics business, or you watch commercials that sell cosmetics or things of that nature, the good ones do this. They keep demonstrating benefit after benefit after benefit after benefit. Okay, so somebody says to you, "Hey, what do you do?" You say, "Well, I'm an accountant." Man, that's not really valuing yourself, because you do so much more. I'm an accountant who does these sort of things, and when we do these sort of things, we're able to do this and save the company that, and when we're able to save the company, and you start to be able to draw your messaging, your narrative, what you're really, really about. I want to be able to help you turn all these bullet points into a story, not a made-up story based on truth, story based on reality, but it's got to be top of mind for you. So this very simple analog exercise, analog meaning not on your computer. A lot of younger people want to put it on their computer. You can, but it's science has been found when you write stuff down, pencil, paper, you connect more to it. And do as deep a dive as you possibly can. As I like to say, tell the truth, but tell the whole truth. Somebody who makes PowerPoints, well, what do PowerPoints do? They do this to get a sharper message across. When a sharper message gets across, the pictures in the message attract more eyeballs. You attract more eyeballs, more people watch. We decided that if we use colors, I don't know a lot about deriving or making up PowerPoints, but I do know that good ones are way better than bad ones. And whatever it is you do, I am certain that there are better ways than you're using right now to explain your unique you, your personal genius. I don't want you to be a soul, but I don't want you to shortchange yourself. So again, I told you the story about Mark Joyner. What are you selling? What's going to cost me? Why should I believe you? What's in it for me? As you go through this list of benefits about your abilities as whatever it is, and we do this, and this, so that, and that, so that. I'm going to put up, I don't remember every word of it, but I'll put it in the chat below about all for the one of a nail. And it's a great parable about a battle lost because a horse lost his shoe because they were missing one nail. Don't miss any nails. Have enough respect for yourself to go through this. And again, this is not the whole message, but these are the beginning of messages. I have a comment. I think I'm going to take some credit for it anyway. Facts tell, but stories sell. I want you to be able to tell your story, but it's got to start with a bunch of these facts here. So that's what I'm asking you to do right now in your message formulation. Start there. We'll get into more, but do it. please, again, I'm asking. This is when most people bail. So uh, do us a favor, do yourself a favor. Don't bail on this one. And again, so 3x5 cards. Every time you have something you think you want to do or you're able to do, whatever you want to call it, write it down and then put some bullet points on the back about how that adds value to people because we do this, we do that. Lipstick does more than color, and so forth and so on. If this isn't clear to anybody, again, feel free, leave me a message in the chat. I'm happy to get back with you. Um, yeah, it's late in the evening now. If I'm leaving something out, I apologize. Um, I'll go over this recording again and make sure it represents it. But basically, right now, the idea is for you to do what I call get more familiar with yourself. Okay, and again, I don't know how many times the Stones sang Satisfaction, but they rehearse. And this is a bit about your rehearsal, getting more top of mind familiar with yourself, with your message. Because you've got to get a strong, compelling message to the market. Otherwise, you're not going to convince anybody why you. And that is the goal of all of this. So I hope this helps. Coming up next is how to identify a market for your message. But remember, lipstick does a lot more than just put color on one's lips, and you can do a lot more than maybe 3 of the things you say you could do. Be able to talk about them in anecdotes and stories and examples, and just keep diving deeper and deeper to your capabilities. Okay? Thanks. Hope you're having a good evening. Stay safe, everybody.